سلام دوستا، امید هستم و خوش آمدین به یک ویدیو دیگه از کانال AfghanKiwis. امروز ما آمدیم در بخش دومی MOTAT موزیم یا همون موزیم of Technology and Transport of New Zealand. در این بخشش که هست دوستا زیادتر درباره ترانسپورت زمینیه. است بخش پمپ هاوس میگه یک جایه و او را در شما در معرفی میگیریم توسط همون شخصی که در خود پمپ هاوس کار میکنه. یک مدتی همینجا فعالیت کردم. تا آخر ویدیو همراه ما باشین، لایک و سابسکرایب از یادتان نره دوستا. امیدوار هستم که از این ویدیو لذت ببرید. این تریم ها که هست خیلی وقتا پیش در حساب ترانسپورت داخل شهری خود نیوزلند و استرالیا از یا استفاده میکرده. اکثر از یا توسط برق داخل شهر میره و باید خط مخصوص خودش داره که از اون خط رفت آمد میکنه و اینایی را که در داخل موزیم MOTAT Auckland خیلی سابقه تقریبا بعضیش ما تاریخچه‌اش خواندیم تقریبا 100 سال 130 سال سابقه عمر دارن که ولی هنوز هم اینا مثل که تازه امروز جور کرده باشه فعالیت کنه.
Good morning everyone. Welcome to MOTAT Little Flick. My name is Jules. I'm your driver this morning. I'm going to take you around the inside of the museum. It's about 7 minutes long. I just ask everyone to remain seated at all times. So kids, you're going to make sure your adults don't stand up, okay? It's like no arms hanging outside. Should we go? Yeah. Shall we? Are you sure? Yeah. All right.
Hi and welcome to MOTAT's boiler room. So this building here was built in 1877 and it was built to house the very large beam engine that's next door. And this room here used to have boilers in it to feed that beam engine. So that beam engine was Auckland's water supply from 1879 until 1928. And it drew its water out of Western Springs Lake, which is out the back of the museum. And that lake is actually man-made. So in its heyday, the beam engine next door used to pump 4.5 million litres of water in a 12-hour shift. And this room was the boiler room. So there used to be 4 large boilers in here that were twice the size of this one here. And 3 of those boilers would run at once. And those 3 boilers were stoked by one person for 12 hours. So that was a pretty hard job. When the pump house was decommissioned in 1928, they actually dragged those boilers out. And this became a museum in 1964. And at that point, this room was empty. They pulled the boilers out. And so we've put a collection of our various steam engines from the museum collection in here. What we've got here is a boiler. This is a Daniel Adamson boiler made in 1957. And something which I think is kind of cool is we used to burn coal, but now we're burning these briquettes. So these are made from sawdust, which is a waste product from a timber mill. And so we're saving this from going to the landfill, and it's compressed, burns very hot and very clean, and it's a lot cheaper than coal. So it's a very environmentally friendly solution. So this boiler has about 7,000 litres of water inside it, and that's boiled into steam. That's the steam pressure up there on the gauge, and that steam drives our steam collection. So what we've got running at the moment is a Tangi motor, single cylinder. That used to be at a timber yard in Morningside, and that used to drive a bandsaw. And that's quite unusual because that was in use until 1977, which is quite late for a steam engine. The next engine, which sadly is waiting repair, is a steam-powered generator. So that used to be in the freezing works. and that used to provide power for the ammonia pumps. And then what we've got here is a feed pump. So this is steam powered. It was made in 1890, and this actually pumps water into the boiler. So as you imagine, as you boil the water off, you have to top it up, and you've got to overcome the pressure in the boiler. So this has been in work since 1890. And then over here at the back here, we've got a triple expansion engine. This engine actually comes out of a ferry called the Grey Cliff that used to go across Sydney Harbour. And unfortunately it was hit by another ship and sank, and then the engine ended up in a dairy factory for 30 years, and then when they finished with it, they donated it to MOTAT. So, and behind you here is another water pump. So this is a compound engine, and that used to be at beside Lake Pupuki, and used to supply the North Shore with water. Yeah, have you got any questions?
No, that's all. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for visiting MOTAT, and have a great day.
یکی از جدول دورانی عناصر در کیمیا کسایی که خوندن و این مقصد به طور زنده شده. اینجا اسکرین هست، شما استارت میکنین و همون چیزی که کار دارن اونجا گروپ ها روشن شده تمامیش هست و همون عنصر اینجا ببینیم یورانیوم دارن یا ندارن. وقت پیدا نتونستیم اینجا کلید میکنیم. اورانیوم دارن. یه اورانیوم یک ذره کوچیک داخل از بوتل میبینم. بسیار جالب بود. So my one is yellow.
Yellow, yeah, blue, yeah.
This is the proof, bro.